How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different in this video. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen in the videos I tend to wear a GoPro on my head like almost all the time. Not always, but quite a lot of the time I have a GoPro on my head, and this is for many different reasons. One of which is obviously to get like a slightly different angle. Sometimes the GoPro works better for some shots, especially things where I need my hands and I can't carry a camera, so climbing over walls, fences, under fences, that kind of stuff. It just tends to work a lot better. But the other reason you guys probably don't think about is actually in terms of legality, things like getting into places, making sure we're not breaking and entering and that kind of thing. It's a good way of proving that you haven't done that. So if you ever get caught by police or someone like that, or landowners or whatever, this is a really good way of showing I haven't broken in because I've had this on my head the whole time. You can see exactly what I've been seeing the whole time. So there you go, have at it. So because of that, I've got quite a few of these little bits of footage on my computer that I kind of want to clear out. So I thought, do you know what, why not use some of it to make some of the videos? So today I thought I'd use two examples of this and show you guys in the video that not always do things go to plan. Sometimes things go very, very wrong for many different reasons, and I'm going to go through each one and explain what I'm talking about. So there's two clips you guys are going to see. The first one, we were told about an abandoned, I suppose it's a school or a nunnery. We were told it was a nunnery, but it had been a school as well, and it was supposedly abandoned. We'd seen pictures of this place abandoned. That was the information we had, and even up until we went, we were messaging somebody while we were there, sort of saying, you know, what's the best way in, etc. The usual stuff you do when you're exploring. So we got into the place and we climbed over a fence. It was pretty run down, like it was really run down, but I think straight away we kind of all thought, oh, this is a bit more than we're used to. When we go to abandoned places, it's tend to be stripped bare or there's not too much there, but there was just a lot of things dotted around that didn't quite add up. One of the first things we came to was like a big wooden shack, and at that wooden shack, you can see in the video in a second, I look underneath the door and there's a light. There's a lights on inside this like wooden shack, and almost immediately when we go to approach the property, we see two cars parked up. So we initially retreated and went back to where we got in, and then sort of regrouped and thought, you know what, let's see if we can get in, sneak past. We'd seen a window already that we thought we could get in, and we were like, well, we could just try and go for that. If we can get into the building, you know, job done. We decided to go back, ended up hiding in some toilet blocks, and yeah, and then we got caught. And it turns out, unfortunately, that the place was actually a used, I say used because it's still a very run-down building, and we're still not 100% sure whether the people who were there were who they said they were. Sometimes that happens too. You get like people like staying places and, you know, they're not who they say they are. They say they're landowners or they say they own the place and they're not. So you've got to sort of take it with a pinch of salt. In this case, I think they probably were, but the place was so run down, it was unbelievable that people were actually staying there. But yeah, so it turned out that there was staff and children staying there, about 30 to 40 children, and we were like, oh shit, I'm so sorry, because we weren't expecting that. Like I said, we'd been told up until this point from somebody who was local to the area that it was abandoned and that no one was there. We were in shock and we were like, oh my god. So immediately, as soon as we pretty much established that it was not abandoned, I did turn off the camera. Basically because of the fact that I didn't want to, one, it's kids, and it's, you know, it's just a bit weird walking around with a camera with, you know, kids wandering around. It's not something I want to do. But secondly, it just out of respect to them, it's like, it's not an abandoned location. I'm not here to film this. I'm sorry, we've made a mistake. So they were quite nice about it in the end. They were quite understanding. They asked us if we could, because we'd seen it on a Facebook post originally, and they asked us if we could mention on the Facebook group that it wasn't abandoned, which we did actually do. But yeah, it's things like this where you realise that sometimes, no matter how much planning you do, things can still go wrong. So yeah, here's the clip of that. Hope you guys enjoy. Did anyone else see the dog? I saw the cars. I didn't see the dog.
I didn't see nothing. I just turned around.
Yeah, I saw 2 cars parked next to each other. We come back in an hour maybe. Go and do something else. I've got the underground things, but they might be a bit difficult to do during the day.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Can we not try that door? This is just toilets. Recruit. I think it's going to be that window you said about, which means we need to go up and around. It's getting past that bit that sticks out of the building.
See that door down there that's open? That's where Warren sees him come out when he's on the phone to me. Oh really? Warren's on the phone to me. And he's on the phone to me. He sees someone at the door come out.
Did they get back in?
No.
Did they look like security or other people?
He didn't say. We have to try and get alive. No, we're not fucking toilet. Yeah. Toilet. Yeah, come on.
Can you see them? Can you see anyone?
Is there anyone there? Oh, thank you.
Cheers for that, that's helpful.
So try and go through that window then.
Yeah, let's try, aren't we?
Scared about that dog. Yeah, mate, it's like, I want to film so it's like a conversation.
Security is like base the same. It's either we leave or we just go for it. We're explorers. I think we should just go for it. That dog there, Phil.
Take a bomb out of the
But there's also footballs and stuff around. I don't know, do we? This is bricked. This is bricked.
Is it bricked?
Yeah, there's a wall.
So we can't get in there.
That's bricked up. That is not the way in. That's kids. That's definitely kids. Guys, that is kids. I was going to say, is it not down here somewhere? That looks more like... This looks more like...
Have a look.
Should we go and have a look? Yeah, go on. This looks more like a sort of window you'd expect. You've got jeans, go on. Can you? Should we go back by the fence? Give Jay a message, and we'll find out.
Shit. There's a girl there. It's too late to see me. Yeah.
Really?
And a woman. And a dog. Come on, Swan.
Is there?
Oh, okay, it's private property at college.
Oh, really? Didn't there was someone here?
Yeah.
We were told it's completely
there's
empty.
40 odd of us. We've got 33 students and,
Jesus.
and I'm here with my family and we've got members of staff that live on site.
Oh, okay. Apologies, we didn't realise that. We thought it was empty.
No, we're very much in use.
No worries.
Right,
No
sorry.
worries, thank you. I think you have to go. Do you want to come out the real way?
Can do, yeah.
Wait.
Can do.
That's fine. That's why we had kids then, wasn't it?
That would be fine, yeah.
And there you have it. Yes, us breaking into a live school. God, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing because we were like, oh my God, because we'd done all the necessary. You plan as much as you can, but obviously when you go to these places, sometimes you don't know the area, so you are relying on local people who give you information to know whether the place is abandoned. But we'd seen pictures on Facebook. We'd done necessary kind of plans, and it looked. I mean, again, we're talking from the outside. This place has got boarding on the outside. It's got barbed wire around the top, which again, I know that schools tend to have security, but wow. There was also, like I said, boarding on the windows. Some of the windows were bricked up. I think when we walked back around the front and went out the front, there was actually one window that you could just see in, and it had a brick wall around it. So it's a very odd place to have people sort of staying, but it was so run down. I can't imagine it would be a nice place that kids would want to go and stay and parents would send their kids to. It's just, yeah, very unusual. Anyway, the second clip you guys are going to see is from the road trip when I went up with Oscar to, it was like Sheffield Way, that kind of area. But basically we went to this abandoned school, and totally abandoned, no issues there at all, was totally abandoned. So we started off looking around the whole place to see if we could find a way in, and there was loads, to be honest. There was absolutely tons of different ways in, fences down, holes in fences, gates open. It was easy to get in, it was really not difficult. So you'll see in the clip again, the very first place we find where we could get in was a door. It was almost round the front, and I personally wasn't happy about going through it because when driving round we'd seen a police car sat in the estate near where we were. So I was a bit like, I don't really want to try and get in there, because if they come out at that exact moment and see us sneaking in, we're going to get caught immediately. And it was really open anyway. It was like really obvious. There's people walking past with dogs and all sorts of stuff like that. We're almost at the point where we're like, right, let's just go in. And someone just turns up, and we start walking away, and they literally follow us behind us all the way up to the gate. And I sort of turn around, they're still watching us, still there, and they do eventually go. Then we find a different way in, and we're looking, because we were told, again, information we were given, we were told that the way into it was through a hole in a roof. So we're looking for a low roof to climb onto, and looking for this hole to get into a roof. And as we're doing that, I turn around and see in like a stairwell that's open, this orange jacket coming down. And I have no idea to this day whether the person who was in that orange jacket, obviously security, saw us, because he didn't say anything, he didn't mention anything at all. But as soon as we saw that security was wandering around, and we thought the jig was up, we thought we'd been seen, we decided we were going to go. And as we were leaving as well, we did actually see people at the back entrance. They were loading stuff up or moving things around, so I think there were people on site. But yeah, here you go, here's the clip of that. I hope you guys enjoy it.
I've got a message, so I'm replying.
What's that then?
Alright.
That bush.
Yeah, right.
So the bush is going through a gap.
There's
a gap there as well.
Huh?
Gap there.
Oh yeah, that's the way then. Let's just get in there. The blue light in my pocket, hold on.
I have a light in my pocket too.
Is that fine to it?
You're on camera saying that.
Huh?
I said you're on camera saying that.
Oh, I was joking, obviously. Fuck's sake. We are also on camera elsewhere.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to
Get on with it.
yeah, get on with it. Someone turns up, I've got it all here, we didn't break in. Walk straight in. We didn't even climb a fence, we literally walked straight in.
Just need to get on with it.
see where this goes. Check for the glass. Freshly prepared something. There's a sign. I'm guessing freshly prepared sandwiches probably.
Do you reckon those cameras are old? Yeah.
I think it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. These gates are cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's facing the gates. That's definitely an old camera. That's facing the gate as if students would have come in that way. That's really obvious though this way, because this is where people were walking. We drove down it, the police are down there, literally around the corner. Yeah. Because that's where we turn around. Yeah, but if police drive past and see us going in the door.
Should we just go for it?
How easy is it to get in?
The door is open behind that. It's just a case of lifting that metal bit up. It's unscrewed, not breaking anything. It's already hanging off. It's just a case of opening it a bit more. I expect so.
Yeah, they probably are because they're at house call works with it. I just
Why
don't want
don't we walk along the front? Because we haven't checked out the front face. There might be an
That's
easier
out,
way
yeah,
in.
but that's outside the school.
Yeah, so we
That's
could
where we
go
parked,
as if we were
probably.
walking back towards the car and just check out the front.
Don't know. I think it's easier just to kind of either stay out of sight or just go for it, one of the two.
I think we should as well, because I don't think there's going to be another way in.
Well, one go in and see if, just make sure that it does go somewhere.
It does.
No, I know, but if you want to get in without being interrupted, there's someone behind us.
So I think she's... Well, she said no. She's seen us.
Yeah, I know. He's literally followed up behind us. Just hover around here for a minute.
See if he comes in.
That's the thing, he's going to come in, he's going to come in. That's the thing, he's going to come in, he's going to come in. But he'd proper come up right behind us though.
Go up those stairs and walk out around the other side.
Can try.
It's hidden, isn't it?
Can try, we've got to walk around the front where the front thing is though.
But it's not as exposed as that side, is it?
Oh, okay.
We're not getting in here.
Can try. What's it? Is he still there or not?
I don't know. Was he walking up it?
I don't see him there. I don't see him there. It's just really exposed, that one. Try and get 4 people in a door like that. What about if you went through here? Ping pong tables. That's cool. Got a picture of that. Is there anti-climb on that?
We'll just check. And then where from the roof, James?
I think she said it for a window.
Right, but what I will say is, it looks like there's a window probably about that big. Can you
I think it's, yeah, that one over there.
Yeah, that looks like the only way in.
Yes, it was an orange jacket. That's really weird he didn't say anything. I thought he was going to be like, oi. He didn't say anything, but maybe it's just 4 of us. Right, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more of these, because I've got a ton of this footage that I'm just sitting on my computer that I need to get rid of. So if you guys want to see any more of this, obviously me sat here explaining it as well, not just random clips, then let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys again next time. See ya!
Wrapping a rag around my face, I pull my hoodie on. This ain't no time for rookies young. Got my octo camo on. So the wing can't be worried about no 5 or special ops. I keep my composure steady, thunder the ball of gold, cause I'm off the top. Give a weird inseminations, ain't made this pure speculation. But I think investigating this strange hotel floorboard. Did it in the basement, broke a top off decorating my location. Squatters moving, we like Google incognito. Smoother than commandos through the forest like a shit.